Hello. The sun was actually out yesterday for the first time in what seems like forever, so I actually got to go out to Middleton Lakes for a change. I didn't get to go out early in the morning because I had to take my son's computer back to Stoke, so I didn't really get out until about 11:30, which, as I've always said before, isn't the ideal time for photographing birds because they've all kind of been out and had the breakfast and they all seem to disappear about midday. But anyway, the sun was out, so I made the most of it. I had a walk around, didn't see much at all, but I did get lucky at the end with a Stonechat and a Reed bunting, so I got a few decent shots there. So as this video isn't going to be too long, I thought what I would do was show you how I edit one of them. So before we get to that, I think I should show you what happened when I went to Middleton Lakes. Morning. I've actually come over to Middleton Lakes this morning. Finally, I think I've been over once this year, but it's a lovely day. But we've had so much rain over the last, well, forever. The paths are absolutely covered in mud, absolutely covered in it. But funny enough, there's still people walking up here in Crocs and white socks and brand new trainers. Some people, I don't know how they get through a day. I'm actually really late for coming out today. It's 11:30, but I've had to take my son's computer up to Stoke. He's having problems with it, so we've had to take it back, and to post it would have been 15 quid, but we needed to insure it for the full value, which would have been over £130. So yeah, a lot cheaper to actually drive it there ourselves, so that's what we've done this morning. But it's a lovely day finally, so I've decided I needed to come out. I'm sure that was a little woodpecker. Maybe I was wrong. So yeah, finally the weather's been a bit better. Stopped raining, and been able to come out. But the floor is absolutely, well, muddy as hell. Everywhere's overflowing. But hopefully I'll get a few shots of something. Finally, it'd be nice to get some shots of something with some blue background for a change, rather than the brown grey skies, rather than the cloudy grey skies that we've been having. Now, I've said this 1,000 times in my videos that best time for bird photography is first thing in the morning or in the evening. So I really don't think I'll get anything today. Not this time of day. It's quiet anyway. So I really, yeah, I've got no hopes whatsoever. Hopefully, might see the marsh area. They kind of fly out, you know, when it warms up a bit. So that's why I haven't even bought my bag, my tripod, or nothing. I've just bought my camera and my teleconverter just in case things get a bit better. When I got here this morning, well, say this morning, it was almost midday. Hello, Robin. Any chance for a selfie? Can't really get much closer. So yeah, I got here midday, and as I pulled into the car park there wasn't a space left. I automatically got the shutters. I just knew it was going to be rammed, and it is. And I don't do people, and there's so many of them here. Well, I asked a couple of photographers that I know on the way up. As I said, we're normally here in the morning, so they're obviously leaving as I'm getting here. And I said to them, am I wasting my time? And they've all said, yeah. There's nothing about. One of them said they have seen the marsh area fly over once, but that's it. Another guy said that he saw is it the white-fronted geese or something like that? But again, they flew over and gone. So I don't know. I took a couple of shots on the bridge of some blue tits and that. I think may have got lucky and got a couple of those in focus, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping to see raptors today, buzzards, or again, like I said, the marsh area. But it's really quiet, really quiet. Nothing's flying over, and there's nothing on the water. So wasted day out photograph wise, but not when it's concerning going for a nice walk in the sun. It is lovely, and it's so needed, because I feel like it's just rained and been cloudy and gloomy since November. So yeah, it's got to get out. Well, today's been terrible, as expected though. Just nothing about at all. I did take a couple of photos of some long-tailed tits in the woods over there, but nothing special. Couldn't really get close to them. And apart from that, just nothing. There's just nothing about. The water's too high in most of the places, and it's just like, I don't know, it's dead. No other word for it, it's just dead. Nothing at all. No signs of any raptors like buzzards or anything like that today. And someone just did say that they've seen a couple of stonechats flying around here where I'm walking now. So fingers crossed, I might get lucky and get a couple of shots of some stonechats. Well, I think I got lucky with the stonechat. I followed it down this kind of fence behind me, and it was kind of flying up and down here. I got a few shots, but I just needed to get round it from the other way, because as I'm walking down this way behind me, as you can see, it would just be all black. So I had to kind of get round it and shoot back this way. I managed to, and I think I got a couple of nice shots. It's still about a bit, still hanging about, but it's kind of gone over there a bit now, and I've just watched it go up there. But it seems to be flying up and down, so I might hang about for another 5 or 10 minutes, see if I can get a couple more shots. But I think I'm happy with what I've got. I've actually got, I don't think I can see it properly here because the sun's in my face, but just there's a reed bunting, and it's picking all the seeds off the grass, and I've got it, I think I've got some nice shots of it with the, you know, the sun kind of bouncing off it. I just took a load of photos, but yeah, I think I've got some nice little shots of this little reed bunting. Well, I'm heading back now. It must be about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I don't know, I haven't looked. But I think I've done alright with my shots of the reed bunting that I just managed to catch while I was waiting for the Stonechat to come back. I think I've got some real nice shots of that, and also the Stonechat. So although there's not many photos this week, a couple, I think, of the Stonechat and the reed bunting will come out quite nice. Well, I'm hoping they will anyway. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably show you how I edit them, being there's not going to be a lot of photos. And well, I've talked a lot of crap this week, haven't I, really? So I'm going to head back now. If I take any more, I'll leave them after this. But if not, let's jump straight into me showing you how I edit them. And straight away, we've got the Stonechat right in the middle of the screen. And what I want to do is just change that into maybe a square. I want to keep the berries in, a couple of the berries. I think around about there. Once that's kind of cropped, what I want to do then is bring down the contrast a little bit and bring up the shadows and just up the whites a tiny bit. Just trying to keep this without clipping on the sides. One thing I've noticed is there must be some reeds in the background, so the background of here has got like a patchy kind of mark. So if we go into Photoshop, we can sort that out. So if I right click, editing, Photoshop, that opens up in Photoshop, and the very easy fix, just duplicate the background layer, go up to the icon that, I don't know what the actual tool is it called, the object selection tool, that's it, and go around it. And then what I'll do, that will highlight all the object and leave the background. So if I right click on it then, and then layer via cut, you'll see on the right hand side it's got the object, the background, and obviously the original. So if I click on the background layer and I want to paint this out, so if I use a brush, the Alt button, and it turns it into a dropper, and I'll drop on the colour next to where I want to, what the colour I want to use. So if I drop it next to it there, increase the brush, and then just paint. Over. What I should have done is lower the opacity and the flow, but if I do it again, but make the brush bigger, and I'll get some of the bottom colour, lower the opacity to 80 and lower the flow to 80 as well. Use the, press Alt, click on the lighter colour, and just paint that on like that. And that's kind of got rid of that nasty bit of background. What I'll do then is click on the bird again on the first layer, and if I zoom in, you can see he has got some brown in his eye. So I just want to bring that out. So if I use the dodge tool, and I'll just dodge on the mid-tones, press that a couple of times just around the eye. I'll just bring some of that colour back out. I don't want to do too much to it. Maybe add a bit of colour to some of this branch just to give it a bit of life. So I'm just hitting over the lighter parts just to give it, just to make it pop a little bit more. Everything seems pretty sharp as far as I can see. I don't want to sharpen it, over sharpen it, because I don't like over sharpen photos. So I'll flatten that and then fit screen. So one thing I want to do now is I just want to check, so if I right click on that, duplicate the screen again, I don't know why it's click on a library, so I want it on adjustments. So if I click on curves, and once I get like the curves window come up, I'll press the Alt button again, the auto, and then just toggle through these at the top to see if there's one I kind of like. Now I kind of like that one, enhanced per channel contrast. So what I'm going to do is going to click OK, and I'm just going to lower the opacity on that one to around 35. So if I toggle on and off, you can see what it was and what it is. It's just made it pop a little bit more. And once that's done, I'll put that onto a matte. So flatten the back image. I'll always duplicate it again. Go up to edit. Sorry, go up to image, canvas size, change the pixels to inches and the width to 1, height to 1, keep it on relative and click OK, and then double click on the background copy at the top and click on drop shadow, and it will add a drop shadow for me. And then what I'll do then is I'll click on libraries, click on my white signature, and I'll just add that to the bottom. I'm just going to use the sharpen brush, just a tad, and then file, save. That's now opened that back up in Lightroom. I'm just going to try changing the temperature a little bit, make it a little bit cooler, somewhere like that, and maybe just touch the texture and bring up the blacks. And that's it. So if I go from what it was before, wrong one, where's the one I'm looking at, that one. There's not a lot of difference in it really, it's just took some of the orange out of it, fixed the background, and brought the blues up a little bit more, made it pop a bit more. So that's it. So a bit of a change this week. Not the most interesting, but hopefully the sun will start to appear a bit more over the next few weeks. So until next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you soon.